installing the servos into the wing of your ARF. That's what we're going to do on this next wing. It's not that difficult, only takes a few minutes. We're going to do this wing right here in the Ryan STA Tower Hobbies. Let's get the servo mounted in the wing so we can start working on the fuselage. Alright, so I'm not going to drag you through all the boring stuff, but we need to place the servo and the servo board in the wing. Previous video, we mounted the servos to this board. Now we got that in place, so now we need to put that guy in there. And the holes need to go right on the hinge line in the center. Just like so. I'm going to use this little guy right there. I'll tell you what we're going to do is I'm going to put a couple screws in this thing because I want to hold it down so it doesn't move around. And it does. Make sure the checkers line up. And now we got our reference spot. So we got a square without tearing your covering. I'll get this guy on, get it pushed up against the servo arm, and then we're going to get the horn. Put that guy on there and try to get it all lined up with the center line of the hinge. That's what we're after right there. Now this is where I made a few rookie mistakes on some other planes, is I didn't get these exact for each wing. So that makes your travel hard to, get equal. One alien might be moving just a little bit more or a little bit less than the other ones. So I'm going to make sure that I get these things pretty close as I can. And I'm going to go on the center of the hole and mark it to the other one. I hate doing this part because no matter how careful I am, I always mess it up. But after you drill the holes, it wants you to put some CA, otherwise known as super glue, in the holes you just drilled. So now it will harden the holes, and the threads will kind of, let's say the glue is going to make an imprint of the threads that we just cut down in there with the screw. They've been doing it like this for ages, and the directions still say to do that, so we're going to do that. Make sure that my little tip is going to only let out just a little bit, and that it is. Put that guy over there. I've got some uncure if I mess it up, and a little Q-tip. Yeah, I'm going to get my spotlights on. All right, now we can put the screws back in. And the same for up here where the servo tray, that's what's called the servo tray. So this crazy landing gear, right? I mean, look at that piece. I said to myself when we were putting this on last video or a video before, I said, man, if you ever bend this, you know, you can't make one. It'd be, I mean, you could, but I can't. So I immediately went on Tower Hobbies website and ordered some replacement ones. And it said next shipment is like March of 26. Well, this was last year that I made the order. And then as of January 1, you know, something's happened with Tower Hobbies because I got an email saying, you know, don't worry, things look different, but don't worry. But a lot of the brands they carried are gone. They've only got 10 E-Flight planes in the bind and fly lineup. Their outlet store and Scratch and Dent used to have a ton of items in it. Now it just has a couple. I mean, some major changes happened. And then I looked, and this plane's discontinued also. But it also said in the email that, don't worry, all orders will be fulfilled and so on. So I don't know what Tower Hobbies is doing. Maybe, I mean, Horizon Hobby and Tower Hobbies are the same company now. You know, Horizon bought Tower, whatever, a long time ago. And I'm glad they left it as Tower because that's the website that, you know, and store that I remember before the internet. You know, when we used to have to look at a catalog and call and say, we'd like to order part number 224 and 225 and then paying with a check over the phone. This was before check cards. and then shipping was like 2 weeks or longer sometimes to get something. You know, now it's the next day. And Tower Hobbies is what I remember from a long time ago. So I'm glad they kept that name. But I don't know what they're doing with their inventory. If they're separating Tower from E-Flight and stuff, you know, maybe they're going to keep Tower to be more of a old school hobby store like I remember, you know, Dubro products and, you know, the miscellaneous stuff, and keep the bind and fly, rated flies. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but they said the orders will be fulfilled, and I definitely will feel more comfortable with some replacement landing gear. Because you can't just grab a piece of round rod and bend it and make some gear out of it. All that is in place. So now we have our control rod, and I got a little brass clevis here. Gonna screw this guy on about halfway, so we got adjustments in both directions. And then I'm going to go ahead and install it onto the horn. And then I'm going to lay that across and find out where we need to bend it. So with the control surface centered, that like that, I'm going to take my marker and make a mark. That's where I want the bend, and then I'm going to bend it. Let's make sure that this will go through there, and it does. And decide what side I want to go on. Hell, we'll go on that one. How is it to the other one? The other one is like this. Not exactly straight. Other way. That's better. That's mo betters. Mo betters. And then the last and final piece is this guy right here, the little clippy deal. It goes on like that. And that's how the setup is with the hardware that they give you. And then just pinch this guy if you want, just to make it a little firmer, so it's not vibrating a little bit, but it's threaded in. And then this piece here, how the thread has come through, I actually need to unscrew it and clip that a little bit.